Hi, I'm Phoebe, and this is not just another knitting podcast today, and I do not have Stephen with me. I'm popping in here to give you an update on my 2025. I'm more than halfway through the year, and so I thought it was about time that I did a bit of an update, just for so people know what I'm talking about. At the end of last year, I thought about what I was going to knit in 2025, and I decided that I really wanted to work on reducing my stash. So I got all my sweater quantities of yarn out, spread them all out, thought about what I might want to knit with them, and kind of went through a process of matching knits to yarn. So I looked for different patterns, some that I had also in stash, my pattern stash, and matched up patterns to the yarn that I had, and then selected 20 things, so garments and but also accessories that I thought I would want to knit in 2025, and made a list, made a video. There is a video in our catalogue that you can go back and have a look at of all of the things I want to knit. So I'm partway through that now, and so I thought I'd give you an update. So let's crack in. I'm going to zoom through these quite quickly, but I can say everything I have already knit is in my Ravelry, and anything I haven't knit, I will create a list of everything in the description box below this video, so if you want to go and get more information about anything that I've talked about, it will be there. Right, let's get going. So number one was the Baker's Hat by EM Knits. This is knit in Somerset DK by Wild Earth Yarn. I actually have a jumper knit in the same yarn, and I wanted a matching hat. It's a really good little hat, very wearable. I wear this hat a lot, even not with the matching sweater. It's quite a toothy yarn, but it's actually quite soft. I just love this hat. I would definitely knit it again. It's got a very nice, you can see the crown, very nice. Love it. So that was number one. Number two is it's called Blusipa by Gudrun Johnston. So this is an all over lace knit flat and seamed, quite challenging for me. Knit in Wild Earth Yarn Aspen. I love this jumper. I love the colour of it. The modification I made is that it's designed to have kind of half length sleeves to the elbow, and I knit it a bit long in the sleeve and then with a longer cuff so that it would be full length, because I'd get cold arms if I didn't have them covered up. I wear this all the time in the warmer weather. It's definitely a fantastic knit. Very happy with this. It did take me a long time though, but I did come out of this jumper realizing how much I enjoyed knitting lace, which was a great discovery for me. Next, I knit the Muscle Burra. Everyone has to knit at least one Muscle Burra in their life, right? So this is by Ysolda Teague, which is, I think it's the most knit pattern on Ravelry. It's got hundreds of thousands of projects on it. And the concept is that it's knit as a tube, if you haven't seen it before, and then you fold the tube inside itself to create a double thickness 4-ply hat with no, it's got no ribbed band, which makes it quite comfortable and doesn't give you hat here. So this is knit in sock yarn by Kiwiana, who's a local hand dyer in Christchurch, Rebecca. Love this little hat, wear it all the time. It's a good basic. So that's the Muscle Burra. So that was number three. Number four, this is where I kind of went off piste, didn't take me long, and knit something that wasn't in exactly to the cue. So I'll explain. This is the Simple Sweater by Tin Can Knits. It's a round yoke, oops, sorry, that blew out a little bit. A round yoke top down jumper, very simple, like it says on the tin. I did intend to knit this with this yarn, which is a mashup of the Farmer's Daughter fibres and Spin Cycle yarn, so dyed by Spin Cycle and spun up by Farmer's Daughter fibres, called the Spinster's Daughter. And I really want to knit with this. I still have it, obviously, but I was just worried about the variegation in the skeins and the difference between the skeins, and I really wanted something that was just a plain and simple sweater that could look like it was store-bought. And so I didn't want to use the variegated yarn for this particular jumper. I still will use it, but I need to think more carefully about how I use it, because I know there is a bit of variation between the skeins, and that's something that bothers me. So I think I might do either full colour work, or I have some Spin Cycle that I might do some stripes. Anyway, we're not talking about that yarn. We're talking about this one. So what I ended up knitting it in was Cecia Mistral, which is their 4-ply. Similar kind of yarn, like it's superwash, it's bouncy, very soft. And I kind of got the effect that I wanted, which was like an everyday sweater that is a fine knit, and something that I regularly throw on to wear in the summer. I'm looking forward to putting this back on when the weather gets a bit warmer, because I really love this jumper, and it's really good to have something in black. I don't wear a ton of black, but it's nice to have something if you just don't feel like wearing colour one day. Yeah, so it's a great knit, the Simple Sweater by Tin Can Knits. Next, also, I started kind of going sideways. I intended to knit the Horology by Kate Davies. I purchased the pattern, downloaded the pattern, looked at the pattern, just put the pattern aside, decided that there was no way I was going to knit that. It had some crazy cables in it, and I just wasn't ready. Like, I need to learn how to do cables. I've done some, but I need to learn how to do them well, but now is not the time for that. So instead I switched to another jumper that I wanted to knit by Kate Davies, which was done all with slip stitches. It looks like cables, but it's actually slip stitches instead. And this is the Iola by Kate Davies. And I knit this in Outlaw Yarns Rebel Rapture, which is merino and silk. Absolutely beautiful. It's kind of a lightweight, so it's kind of it's fingering weight, I guess, or sport. But I do wear this in winter. It's like I was wearing it the other day. I absolutely love it. And look at those buttons. They're by Lisa F, who's also a New Zealand. She's a New Zealand person. I just love this garment a lot. I love Kate Davies, there. Big fan. So that was number 5. Number 6, also Kate Davies. I was on a roll. So this is something I did intend to make. This was in the list. So this is Sarkle by Kate Davies. And this is knit also in Outlaw Yarn. So this is the Nouveau, which is a Polworth DK weight, very kind of heavy DK, I would say. Absolutely beautiful. I love the colour, I love the texture. So this is also just slip stitches and knits and purls to create a pattern. She has like a whole set of them. She's got a cardigan and all sorts. I want to knit this multiple times. I probably won't, but gosh, I love it. And I love the way it fits. I love the way it wears. It's so warm. Love this jumper. So that was number 6. The Sarkle by Kate Davies. Number 7, well, I'm wearing it. This is Stratified by Tiff Nealon. This is knit in Rebel Worsted by Outlaw Yarn. I obviously was on an Outlaw Yarn mission partway through the year. So this is designed to be in stripes, so I kind of knit it according to the pattern, and it's got these little details that you do throughout the pattern. And really this was just about using up some of my Rebel Worsted stash. I still have tons of it. I don't have tons of it now, but I did, and so I kind of put some colours together and decided to knit Stratified by Tiff Nealon. So that was I've got a list over here, which is why I'm looking off camera. that was the stratified. Number 8 is No Frills by Petite Knit. Got to have some Petite Knit in there. This is the same yarn as the baker's hat, so it's the Somerset yarn in a different colour, obviously. This is pink. And I love No Frills. I think I've made 4 No Frills now, maybe 5. I absolutely love it. This one's a bit cropped, so it fits me, like it comes down to kind of the top of my hip. So really nice with high-waisted pants. I really love the texture of this yarn. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And the pattern is exactly what it says. It's no frills. It's a very basic raglan, but you can kind of modify it, make it oversized, make it really tight so that it's more fitted. You can make it longer so it's kind of has a slouchy look. Make it shorter so it's cropped and cute. I would definitely make this one again. I think I spent ages looking for my go-to raglan, top-down raglan knit, and this is definitely it. Yeah, I definitely have plans to make more of these, just to have, like, I just want one of these in every colour in a range of different kind of lengths, so that I can just pull them out and wear them. So that was the No Frills sweater by Petite Knit. That was number 8. And then I knit, this is the first one that I have that I don't have with me because it was a gift. I knit the Knit Star mittens by Anna and Carlos, and I knit those in Bohemia, Outlaw Yarns Bohemia Worsted, which is like a merino and possum, super fluffy, cute little mittens that my workmate Wendy wears all the time apparently, which is lovely. And then next, I've kind of forgotten the order now, so I'm kind of rolling with what's on my board. I think this is what I knit next. This is one of my favourites. I think I wear this every single week. I love this jumper. This is the Lady Catkin pullover by Fox and Folk, and it's similar to the Ranunculus or the Love Note, which are fairly popular top-down lace-yoked sweaters. This is knit in Cecia Mistral, so same as the black one, held double with Cecia Mohair. Oh, I love it so much. I love Cecia. I love this colour. It's a very light, bright purple. Yeah, just it's me all over. You know, if I could just wear this every day in a variety of like bright colours, I think I'd be a happy girl. Yeah, absolutely love this jumper. So that is the Lady Catkin by Fox and Folk. So that was number 11. Number 12, also using the yarn as intended, but not the knit as intended. So I started knitting the Vega vest, and I got about that far in, its bottom up, and I just hated it. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm not a confident colourwork knitter, and it just didn't work in my head. You know how you kind of hit your vibe with a knit where it feels really rhythmic and you're kind of in the zone of it. I didn't experience it with the Vega, and so I just decided, it was the first time that I just decided to rip it back, park it, and knit something different, which felt really big for me because once I start something, I feel like I should finish it. But I didn't want to torture myself with it, so I decided, let's just move on. So I decided instead to make the Calypso by Black Cat Knitting Company, which is Alana from Lupine. It's her design. Absolutely love this. So this is knit in Bohemia Light, which is the possum merino alpaca. Same as the, do I have another one in there? No. Moving on. Same as the mittens, yeah. And part of the Kiwi make along, a few people knitted Calypso, and I didn't want to be left out, so made this lovely, lovely garment. I have very little of this yarn left now, which I'm very happy with, because it means that I get to wear it instead of just having it in my stash. And I made one alteration by adding colour work on the sleeve. It's got, look at this little peacoat, so cute. I love this garment. It's another one that I probably wear every week. I'd wear it every day if people didn't raise their eyebrows at me for wearing the same clothes every day. So that was number 12, the Calypso by Black Hat Knitting Company. And then I knit, oh man, this was a saga. This is the Ranunculus by Midoriya Hirose. So I didn't intend to knit a ranunculus. I actually intended to knit with this yarn. I have this is Outlaw Yarn Rebel worsted, so same as this one. And I have this colour and I have another colour, like a dark kind of reddy purple. And I intended to knit a stripy flax by Tin Can Knit. So that's what's in my list in my 20 and 25. But for whatever reason, I decided I didn't want to knit flax, but I kind of, on a whim, because Alana was talking about it on her show, she has a podcast, I decided to cast on a ranunculus, and I really wanted one in worsted weight yarn. And so I'm not going to talk about the saga. You'll have to go and watch our show if you want to hear about the saga of me knitting this 3 times. But I got there in the end, and this is my ranunculus knit in worsted weight. It's the second ranunculus I've made. I've made one that's fingering weight and mohair held double. Absolutely love this. This is another regular wear it on the weekly kind of a knit. So that is number 12. I think I lost count at some point. So 12 garments or accessories finished. I'm doing okay. So I'm past halfway, and it's over halfway through the year. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sweaters and 2 hats and a pair of gloves. It's not the only things I've knit. And actually at the end of this, I just wanted to put a list of everything I've knit, because I have knit a range of other things. So at some point I'll put that list up so you can see what else I've been up to, because not just knitting these 20 and 25. So now we're up to things that are either in progress or in the future. So next is, I wanted to knit a jumper for my son, and I had selected the men's classic raglan by Jane Richmond, which I have knit before and I really like the pattern. But then Maxim Sear came out with a DK version of his So Basic sweater, and I decided I had to knit that instead. So I started this a couple of weeks ago. I'm most of the way down the body now, yay! And this is knit in Wild Earth Aspen in the DK. So it's the same as the, we're going to be matching, as my Blasipa. So same yarn, but this is the DK version, and that's the fingering weight version. I also knit my grandson Luciano one in the same yarn, so he can be matching with his dad, which is so cute. So I should have that finished soon. My goal is to get this finished by the end of the month, so that by the end of winter I will have knit 13 items with only 7 to go, and I'm going to have a quick run till Christmas. So that's number 13, and now we're into things that I haven't started yet. So this is what I've got left in stash to get through. So next on the needles, and I haven't started it yet, but I probably will start it in the next couple of days, maybe over the weekend, is Pucci by Kate Davies. It's a hot water bottle cover. I'm going to get Stephen, I just need to move out of the way so he can have room to put up pictures. I'll get Stephen put pictures up for each of the ones that I haven't already showed you. So I'm knitting the Pucci in Outlaw Yarns Bohemia Worsted, which is the Polworth Alpaca Possum blend, which I've knit. It's the same as this one, but this is sport weight This is DK weight. So this will be a hot water bottle cover and colour work. I've knit a couple of those already. I really love them. They're beautiful and the yarn is so soft. It's going to be gorgeous. And then also about to start swatching for, very excited about my Storm Sweater by Petite Knit. So I'm going to knit that in this yarn. Oh, this yarn. This is recycled yarn by Wild Earth Yarn. So they get all of the odds and sods from the spinning process and they respin it into balls of yarn. And so you can see when I held it up, you would have seen it's actually got tons of different colours in it. So it's kind of pinks and blues and orange, just absolutely beautiful. I'm so looking forward to making the Storm Sweater in this. I just want to start it now, but I've got to get finished on my other things first. So that will be the next on the needles, and that's number 15. Number 16 is, and I'm kind of trying to shift from winter knits into summer knits because we're going from winter to summer. So that will be my last winter knit, and then I'm moving into things that are lighter weight. So the next thing will be Woodfolk, which is by, she used to call herself the Petite Knitter, but now she's called Saskia & Co. And the Woodfolk is, Stephen would have put a picture up, a colourwork yoked sweater, and I'm knitting that in this wool, which is Starcrest Farms, which is local to me, woolen spun. This is very thick and chunky. I haven't decided. I've got the same amount of this one or this one, so I can make grey with white colourwork, or I can make white with grey colourwork, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I think I would prefer to wear the white. I'm a bit nervous about wearing white, but yeah, I haven't decided. I just, it's a nice grey, but I kind of have a bit, I don't know how I feel about wearing grey. Anyway, I think I'll swatch them both and decide when I get there. So this is 4-ply yarn, but it's a thick 4-ply. I would say that it's more like at least a sport weight yarn. But so we'll see how I get gauge on that. Maybe, yeah. Anyway, moving on. So this is the Woodfolk by Saskia & Co. So starting to get into lighter weight knits for summer for me. And then next on the list is Erie by Isabel Kramer, and I intend to knit that in this beautiful yarn, which is Rhapsody by Outlaw Yarn. The colourway here is Fandango. Isn't it beautiful? This is my colour. I mean, love this. I have actually quite a lot of this colour. I have another whole sweater quantity of another base of this colour, which I absolutely love. So yeah, knitting Erie by Isabel Kramer, and with this, really looking forward to that. So that is cables, but it's manageable cables for me. So it's kind of my foray into making a cabled jumper. I have made one before, but I don't know, I find the whole process quite painful, so I'd like to get better at it. Next is Argyle by Kate Davies. I don't know how I feel about vests, but I like the idea of vests, but I don't know how they fit in my wardrobe. So I'm going to give one another try. I've got one, but I'm going to give another one a try. So I'm knitting the Argyle by Kate Davies, which, and I'm knitting that in this, which is, again, the Nouveau, same as this, but different colour. And the colourway for this one is Transients. So this is 100% Polworth yarn by Outlaw Yarn, Nouveau DK. This is discontinued yarn, sorry. But I have quite a lot of it. So I've been really enjoying knitting through my stash of this yarn. I really love it. It's very soft. So that will be Argyle by Kate Davies. More kind of summery things for me. And then I have, there's 2 on my list. So that was number 18. Number 19 and 20 I am not sure about, which is why they're at the bottom of the list. So number 19 is Sheltered by Andrea Mowry. Picture up. And I have this yarn to knit it with. but I don't know if I love this colour on me. What do you think? I'm just not sure. I don't know if I'm a green girly, but I quite like this green. Like it's quite a light, bright green. So maybe it's okay. I don't know. I think I'm going to give it a try. And if I hate it, rip it out. Or, like start it. I'm not going to knit the whole thing. I'm going to learn my lesson from that. And just see how I feel about it. What do you think about it? Let me know. Because I'm undecided as yet whether I will use this. I'm not sure what else I would use if I wasn't to use this. Because it's a worsted weight pattern. And I'm now running short of worsted weight yarn to knit garments into. I probably could knit. I have a couple of other, like I have some Wild Earth yarn that I could use. Yeah, so I have a couple of other options, but I'm not sure. Yeah, on the regular show I'll be talking about this when I get closer to it. So by that stage we'll be getting right into the height of summer, but I'll be back into thinking about winter knitting. So this is designed to be a kind of a autumn winter knit. Doesn't have sleeves though, so I'm not sure how wintry knit that would be for me. And then number 20, which I don't have the yarn for because it's a colourwork and I just couldn't get my head around getting all of my colourwork yarn out because I've got skeins and skeins of it. And that I intend to knit that in the Rebel Light, which is the same yarn as this but the light version. We have probably about 30 colours of Rebel Light, so I kind of selected out my colours that I want. They're sitting around somewhere, I'm not sure where. So I selected out the colours I want to use, but I'm just not sure about that either because I'm not sure about knitting colourwork. I'm kind of put off by colourwork. It's a nice colourwork vest, but B, that it's actually a vest, and I need to knit a vest and wear it for a bit and see if it does fit in my wardrobe before I commit to a full colourwork vest. Some of it's knit flat. These things do not thrill me. So I might actually instead crochet through some of my stash, my Rebel Light stash, by crocheting a blanket-sized blanket for my grandson. A bed-sized blanket for my grandson Luciano. So he has a baby blanket, but I'd like to make him a bed-sized blanket. My other grandchildren have one, and so I might actually try and use some of my Rebel Light stash on that instead and park the vest that I want to make. And I think that's probably a better use of the yarn for me. Yeah, and I need to knit the kid, or crochet the kid a blanket. He's got to have a Nana blanket like everybody else does. My children have one, I have one, my children-in-law have one, my grandchildren all have one, so little Luciano needs one as well, and he'll be in a big boy bed before we know it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, but I haven't decided, and I've got till the end of the year to decide whether I want to do that or not. So that's a future me problem to figure out. So that is my 20 and 25. I'm more than halfway, but probably not as far as I should be because I have been distracted by many other things, which I'm going to put up a bit of a list of everything I've knit so far based on my Ravelry, which is I have been distracted by many other things this year. I am currently knitting things that aren't on the list. I have finished things that are not on the list. I have plans to make things that are not on the list. So my actual finished products by the end of the year is kind of probably be more like 30 plus items rather than the 20 I was aiming for. But the intention of this was to knit through some of my stash, and I think I have done a good job of that. Having knit multiple jumpers, sweaters, I have knit through a significant portion of my stash. I actually did a bit of a look through my stash this morning, and I'm pretty pleased with how much I have. Like, setting aside anything that I've actually purchased this year, I have, I think, 5 sweater quantities left of yarn, which is a lot better than the almost 20 I had at the start of the year. That's pretty impressive, right? I think that's pretty good. So I've still got some knitting to do to get through stash, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm going to be able to knit stash that is more recently acquired stash. And actually, if you're eagle-eyed, you can spot 2 of these items up in that corner. So this is stash yarn that I have purchased this year that I'm so looking forward to getting onto next year. But let's worry about next year. I was trying to keep this to about 30 minutes, so I think I've achieved that. Yeah, let me know what your knitting plans are. Do you do this kind of thing? Do you kind of have a plan for what you're going to knit throughout the year, or do you kind of just do everything on a whim? I like having a plan, but it's been good to be able to be flexible with what I'm knitting. Like I can get a bit fixated on things and get a bit rigid in my thinking, so it's been really good for me to have to pivot and try different things as well. Like when I just don't want to knit something, rather than forcing myself to, I've kind of changed what I'm going to knit and tried something different, which has been fun. But also doing that within a fairly defined list of things, with a defined list of yarn. That's the main thing. As long as I'm knitting using stash yarn, it still counts as destashing, so it still counts towards my 20 and 25. Okay, so that's it from me for now. You'll get another regular episode in a week, so this will come out in between our regular episodes for you, so that's a nice little treat, or not, depending on how much you enjoy watching me. And we'll see you in the next one. Ka kite anō.